Good morning to each of you on this Monday, June 29th. This year 2020 is almost half over. Can you believe it? It has been an eventful year, to say the least. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I look forward to a good week and a good 4th of July weekend for all of us. I have several things to share, but first of all, a bit of levity. You know how famous we are, or infamous in education, about the use of acronyms. We have NCATE and CAPE and CHIP and ALSDE and ALBOE, and then in this larger society we have the NAACP and the KKK and BLM and SLA and NASA and NFL and NCAA and NBA and on and on and on. I heard a new one this morning. It's the ICGAWA. ICGAWA. And somebody's quizzed, what in the world does that stand for? I said, that stands for a new societal group called I Can't Get Along with Anyone. I can't get along with anyone. Well, sometimes I probably am a member of that group. A little levity is always good. I want to mention two or three very important things. First of all, we continue to have online advising, and we have 2 sessions this week on Tuesday and Thursday. I really appreciate all of you, department heads and faculty members who are advising this summer and contacting students and working to get them registered. It will make a difference. Number 2, I mentioned last week, and I want to reiterate today, that beginning July 6th, which is next Monday, 1 week from today, all of our offices should be open 8 to 4:30. We have been working very diligently with our Welcome Center and Help Desk, our main office in the hallway of Ramona Wood, and I appreciate all of you who have worked diligently over the last 7 or 8 weeks since May the 11th to man that desk and to keep it open, and you have done a terrific job. But beginning next week on Monday, all of our offices are to be open. I want to reiterate that I leave the decision about how to staff your office in your hands. The secretary and department head need to communicate and decide, and the office manager, the director, and secretary and staff within their purview need to communicate and decide who will come. It's not necessary for everyone to be here. As a matter of fact, I discourage everyone being here in light of our beginning philosophy that we wanted to reduce the density in our buildings and the fact that the COVID-19 virus is on a steep increase at this particular time. But we are under the mandate to have our offices open, and so members of each office should work out a rotation schedule. Those who are not here on campus, of course, need to continue to work remotely and be available all times during working hours. We have plenty to do. If you have any questions about that, and some of you have already asked questions, and I appreciate them, then please contact me and let me know what your plan is or what your question is. That's very important. We are working very steadfastly, anticipating face-to-face on-campus GO orientation beginning July 7th. Our participation will be from 1:15 to 2:15 at each orientation. That is, all of the prospective students and their one guest, if they are allowed, will be carried directly to the classrooms for their meeting by major. We will not have a joint session like we have had before, where the dean or associate dean meets with all of the parents and all of the majors, and then we distribute out. We will go directly to, at 1:15, led by the GO orientation advisor. They will be taken to the specific places and classrooms that have been identified on campus. And all of you probably know what yours is. Ms. Bohannon has, I think, coordinated that, and our classrooms have been approved by Terry Casey, and so we're in good shape. But that means there'll be more people on campus, and I want to encourage you, thirdly, because there will be more people on campus and because of the guidelines and mandates of the JSU administration, you must practice all of these safety precautions that have been put in place, including wearing masks in all public places, and in fact, wearing a mask anywhere except in your own private office where you're working alone, and removing your mask in the cafeteria to eat. Otherwise, you need to wear a mask. That's a good example, and for personal protection as well. Continue to use hand washing, good hand washing practices, and desanitation, and so forth. And then you need to be thinking about and gathering equipment and ordering those things for your areas and for your classrooms and so forth as we ramp up toward the fall and we expect an on-campus presence with reduced classroom capacities. If you have any questions about that, please let me know, and let's work together to get all of those things in place. The last thing I want to share this morning is that probably within a week you will be receiving some guidance from Dr. Joe Walsh Fall Reopening Task Force, a group that I serve on, regarding a required statement about attendance policies, and so forth that should be included in every syllabus, and you'll want to pass that on to your faculty members. We expect that to be available very soon. Also, we will continue to have our Wednesday 1:30 department head, director, and other meetings on a weekly basis until further notice, and we encourage you to attend. If you want your secretaries to attend, I'll try to remember to include them in the invitations, but feel free to forward the notification to them if for some reason I left someone out of that. These are great times and challenging times and new times, and I know for sure that all institutional life after this time going forward will be different. How different and in what capacities or mannerisms that difference will be, we're not totally sure yet, but we will be different. Businesses, institutions, P12 schools, higher ed, community colleges, churches, other organizations will be different going forward. And so it brings out the best in all of us, our creativity, our patience, our imagination, new ways of doing things, and perhaps better ways of doing things. And so we're excited about the possibilities, and I look forward to working with you in the days ahead. Also, we'll be sending out other announcements about changes in advisement and personnel and so forth later on this week, and we are happy about that and look forward to giving information about having full-time advisors in the School of Education. So just a heads up about what's coming very soon. Thank you for listening, and encourage you to have a wonderful day. My office is open. I'll be here most every day. Certainly you have my phone number. If I happen not to be on campus, you can certainly feel free to call me at any time. Appreciate all of you and the work that you're doing, and feel free to pass this on to anyone you deem proper, even though it says very little to faculty, but if you want to pass it on to them, that's certainly appropriate. Have a wonderful day.